We're diving deep into the mysterious 1964 SMS Lincoln Penny and the legendary 1964 SMS Jefferson Nickel are among the rarest modern coins ever discovered. These coins weren't supposed to exist, and for decades collectors have been fascinated by their mysterious origins. Some examples have sold for jaw-dropping amounts that shocked the entire coin collecting world, could turn an ordinary-looking coin into a life-changing treasure. Today, we're uncovering one of the most mysterious and fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the legendary 1964 SMS Lincoln Penny. This coin has puzzled experts, shocked collectors, and created some of the most incredible hidden treasure stories ever told. So before you ignore another old penny, stay with me, because what you're about to learn could reveal a life-changing value hiding in plain sight. To understand why this coin is so special, we have to travel back to one of the most unusual periods in U.S. mint history. In the early 1960s, America was facing a coin shortage. People were hoarding coins, collectors were pulling valuable pieces from circulation, and the U.S. Mint was under enormous pressure to increase production. During this chaotic period, mysterious experimental coins began appearing, coins unlike normal circulation strikes and unlike regular proof coins. Among them was the 1964 special mint set Lincoln Penny, better known today as the 1964 SMS Penny. Here's where the mystery begins. Officially, no regular special mint sets were released in 1964. Yet a tiny number of extraordinary coins surfaced years later. Nobody knows exactly how they escaped. Nobody knows precisely how many were made. Some experts believe they were test pieces created by the mint. Others believe they were experimental strikes produced for internal evaluation. What everyone agrees on is this: they are incredibly rare. And when one appears for sale, collectors pay attention immediately. Now imagine finding one mixed in with ordinary pennies. It sounds impossible. But that's exactly why this coin continues to fascinate collectors around the world. The first thing you need to check is the date. Look for 1964 beneath Abraham Lincoln's portrait. That part is easy. The challenge is determining whether your coin is an ordinary 1964 penny or one of the mysterious SMS examples. Here's the first clue. A genuine 1964 SMS penny displays an unusually sharp strike. Lincoln's portrait appears exceptionally detailed. The lettering is crisp. The surfaces have a smooth, satin-like appearance unlike normal circulation coins. When light reflects across the surface, it creates a distinctive look that experienced collectors recognize immediately. And here's the shocking part. Many SMS examples were discovered years after they were produced. Some appeared in dealer inventories. Others surfaced in collections where owners had no idea what they possessed. That's what makes this story so exciting. A hidden treasure can remain unnoticed for decades. Now let's talk about value. Because this is where things become unbelievable. An ordinary 1964 Lincoln Penny may only be worth a few cents. But a verified 1964 SMS Lincoln Penny can be worth thousands. And in exceptional condition, the numbers become truly astonishing. One famous example graded SP68 sold for well over $30,000, stunning collectors throughout the hobby. Think about that. A single penny becoming worth more than many people's cars. That's the kind of life-changing value that keeps collectors searching through old coins every day. But don't stop watching. Because the story gets even more exciting. There are specific characteristics you can examine right now. Look closely at Lincoln's cheek. Check the hair details. Examine the lettering in Liberty and In God We Trust. SMS examples often display remarkable sharpness compared to ordinary circulation strikes. The rims are another important clue. Many genuine SMS pennies feature well-defined, squared rims that stand out noticeably from regular coins. Collectors often use this feature as one of the first indicators when evaluating a possible discovery. Now here's a shocking fact that resets everything. Experts estimate that only a few dozen genuine 1964 SMS Lincoln pennies may exist. Let that sink in. Not thousands. Not hundreds. Possibly only dozens. That extreme rarity explains why these coins generate such excitement whenever one enters the market. And rarity creates demand. Demand creates competition. Competition creates big money. Now imagine searching through an inherited collection and discovering a coin that most people don't even know exists. That's exactly why collectors remain obsessed with the 1964 SMS penny. But there's more. Some collectors mistakenly assume every shiny 1964 penny is special. That's simply not true. Many ordinary coins can look attractive after years of storage. The real challenge is identifying the unique characteristics that separate SMS specimens from regular strikes. Professional grading often becomes essential because experts can evaluate strike quality, surface texture, and overall appearance with precision. And here's where things become even more fascinating. The 1964 SMS penny isn't the only valuable variety from that year. Collectors also search for repunched mint marks, die cracks, die chips, and dramatic strike errors. While these errors aren't as valuable as a genuine SMS specimen, some can still command impressive premiums. A strong die crack may bring anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000, several $100s. Off-center strike errors can reach hundreds or even thousands depending on severity. What if I told you that an old, dirty, 1964 SMS Jefferson Nickel hiding in a forgotten coin jar could be worth more than a brand new luxury car? What if a coin most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up has sold for thousands of dollars and continues to shock collectors today? Before you spend another nickel, before you ignore that old collection sitting in a closet. The story begins in one of the strangest periods in United States mint history. During the early 1960s, America faced a major coin shortage. Demand for coins exploded. Collectors were pulling coins from circulation, and the mint struggled to keep up. Production increased dramatically, and behind the scenes, unusual experimental strikes were being produced. Then something mysterious happened. Years later, a tiny number of extraordinary 1964 Jefferson nickels began appearing in private collections. These weren't ordinary nickels. They weren't circulation strikes. They weren't standard proof coins. They displayed a unique satin-like finish, razor-sharp details, and characteristics unlike anything collectors had seen before. Today, these coins are known as the legendary 1964 SMS Jefferson Nickels. And here's the mystery that still fascinates experts. No official 1964 special mint sets were ever released to the public. Yet these coins somehow escaped the mint. Nobody knows exactly why they were produced. Nobody knows exactly how many exist. And nobody knows how many remain undiscovered. That's why collectors become excited every time one appears. Because finding one is like uncovering a hidden treasure from a forgotten chapter of American history. Now let's talk about how to identify one. The first thing you'll notice is the date. Look for 1964 on the obverse beneath Thomas Jefferson's portrait. Of course, millions of ordinary 1964 nickels exist. The challenge is determining whether your coin is one of the rare SMS examples. Here's where things get interesting. A genuine 1964 SMS Jefferson nickel displays unusually sharp details. Jefferson's hair appears crisp and fully defined. The lettering is bold and clear. Monticello on the reverse shows remarkable detail. Most importantly, the coin has a distinctive satin surface unlike the appearance of normal circulation nickels. The finish almost seems soft and silky under light. Collectors often describe it as having a special texture that immediately stands apart. And that's exactly what makes these coins so fascinating. At first glance, they may look ordinary. But under closer examination, the differences become obvious. Now here's the shocking part. Because so few examples exist, values can become extraordinary. A top-grade 1964 SMS Jefferson Nickel has sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Let that sink in. A 5-cent coin becoming worth more than many vehicles. That's the kind of big money story that keeps collectors searching through old collections year after year. But don't stop watching. Because the story gets even more exciting. Experts estimate that only a very small number of genuine 1964 SMS Jefferson Nickels survive today. Some estimates suggest only a few dozen examples may exist. Think about those odds. Millions of regular nickels were produced. Yet only a tiny handful belong to this mysterious category. That level of rarity is exactly what creates enormous collector demand. And when demand meets rarity, prices can explode. Now imagine finding one inside an inherited coin collection. Imagine discovering that a nickel sitting unnoticed for decades is suddenly worth thousands. Stories like that are what make coin collecting so addictive. But here's another twist. Not every valuable 1964 Jefferson nickel is an SMS example. Several error varieties can also command impressive premiums. One of the most popular is the double die variety. This occurs when the die receives multiple impressions during production, creating visible doubling on letters or design elements. Strong examples may sell for $88,000 to $107,000 on condition and visibility. Collectors examine every letter carefully because tiny differences can mean big money.